Hello, and good evening to all you lovely faces in these YouTube streets. I got the lovely JJ here. A lot of you guys know her already as Tutah Speaks. Powerful, powerful person, powerful woman, and beautiful human being overall, too. So, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. And JJ, thank you for being a guest on my channel, too. This is your show. It's your time to shine. You want to share anything, talk about certain things, or if you want to greet the people in the chat, you're more than welcome to do anything. So,
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I do know the people in the chat right now. But for some of the people coming later, if they don't know who I am,
right.
there's some things you need to know. I'm a shamanic energy medicine practitioner, and that's a lot of words for just somebody who uses their intuitive and like earth-based messages, like in a mediumship kind of way, to deliver messages. And I also connect with a light language, these beings called Tutah, and Tutah means teacher in the language that emerges, this light language or heart language, because my heart has been speaking to me while I've been tapping into what's going to happen here today. Yeah, I have a yes and no eye. So
Links. What's up, Ron? Good to see you, bro. What's good, man? Shout out to you, man.
yeah, so my eyes will do things. They'll go up when I'm really connecting to spirit. They'll flutter. That's just natural things that happen for me, and I know that they can be a little uncomfortable if somebody's watching me, but it's a normal process for me. And my body will move a little bit when I'm tapping into spirit as well. So yeah, weird eyes, a language that comes out that has healing properties. And I'm just really excited, Jay, to just connect with you. You have such a loving way when you deliver your messages. And my favorite deck that you have is the alchemy. Do you still have that one?
Which one?
It's like the alchemy one, and it has these really cool symbols.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. This one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Is that
That's
the one
one of my
that's got the cool
symbols.
symbols? Like they're just
It's
really
pink,
cool.
right?
I think so. Let's see.
Is it this one?
Oh yeah, I love the symbols. I'm a symbol girl. I
Yeah,
love
it's
the
this one, right?
symbols. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I'll use this deck. Shoot, since I got like two of them right here, but I'll use this one just for you to guess sake. So why not?
Yeah, I've gotten readings with those before from you. And yeah, the
Cool.
symbols, whew,
Powerful stuff, isn't it?
powerful stuff. Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
well, gosh, look at all the people showing up,
I
Jay.
know. Let's shout out to the people who are in here. Ron and Teresa, good to see you as well. It's all the lovely faces too, and especially new faces as well. So
Yeah.
Lauren H.
Hello.
Huntsinger, if I'm saying your name correctly, good to see you. And Clarence, haven't
I
seen him.
haven't seen I haven't seen Clarence in forever.
I know he's always doing his own thing, and it's always good to see old familiar
Yeah.
faces too. So especially new ones too. So good to see Clarence, Lauren. Sabrina too, good to see you as well. I'm not sure. You probably know her, right? Sabrina is an awesome human being too. So big shout out to her. Sabrina and Mama Bear, good to see you as well. And just who else is here too? Yes, so thank you, JJ. It's always good to connect with you too, because I don't know if I told you this, but I learned a lot from you too when it comes to your meditations and just like with you and Karen and Debbie too over the years. I just, I still continue to learn from you guys too, and especially in my own way too, and just like becoming like my own inner teacher, just like, in your
Yeah.
own self care journey, learning more about yourself, taking care of your energy, and really doing that in a very powerful way too. So it's kind of like, always taking notes, whether you are still just like, even if you're like a yoga teacher, practitioner, you got your certificates and all that, you can still like be open to just learn some new stuff from other people, just really taking it all in, not just in your mind, but within your whole kind of being too, from your body. So it's like, like, with JJ, when she shares her knowledge, just like with her meditations and her cards, it's like, whoa, you get to just like, you get like this aha moments, like awakening, like, oh shit, I never thought of that. I was like, I'm taking note of that too, especially if you add like a certain video to a playlist or with Debbie. when it comes to, with her readings, if it's political or if it's just like with the, prayers too. So, and with Karen also. So I
Yeah.
know her name is Starcy because I know she changes her name others too. But shout out to Karen too. She's listening to this too, and Debbie as well. So it's just like I just want to give my show my gratitude to you too, JJ, just because
Thank
you've
you.
been a big, powerful impact just when it comes to with me dealing with my grief with my loss of my mom and everything else. And
Yeah.
it's just like for everyone in the chat room too, especially Ron, because he's like my big brother. He's everyone's big brother per se. And
Yeah.
it's just like, we can all learn from each other too. And really becoming our own inner teacher is very powerful. And I love to talk about that too. And if you want to chime in about it, JJ, you could interrupt me anytime. Just
You
feel free.
know, you bring up some really good points. For instance, talking
Yeah.
about finding everybody has their own inner teacher. If some people can call it the higher self, I
Right.
really like calling it the inner teacher because when I think of higher self, I'm like, oh, where's my higher self? You know,
Right. Right. Right.
but like the inner teacher is like this. I always call it like the seed, the SEED, from the beginning of your time, and kind of like the source of your soul, like
Mm,
when your soul was born, and your inner teacher was born, and now we're in these physical bodies, and there are vessels for our soul, and it's like the point that you brought up was being open to listening, just listening to how other people, what was their journey like, and
mhm.
just kind of knowing what their process was, or even reaching out for somebody like for readings and whatnot. It's okay to be exploring your inner self, your inner teacher, but having this community really helps because you can always reach out and learn from
Right.
us, and you and you and you, and
Right.
like the things, like if I'm stumped on something and I go get a card and ask the community, it really helps. I feel like when you tap into other people, even if it's something as a gift like mediumship, tarot card reading, meditation, whatever, it can also be somebody who you're just talking to.
Mhm.
It could be like a teacher at your school, it could be a coworker, it could be your kid. But sometimes when they're saying something, it helps unlock these little bits of ourselves so
Yeah.
we can get closer to our inner teacher. So I really do feel like human connection, reaching out for others, because looking for your inner teacher doesn't mean it's a solo act.
Exactly.
I mean, it would have taken, I don't know if I would have found like my inner teachers if it hadn't been all the different ways I went about it.
And that's a good point that you brought up too, because it's like, when you're open to learning from other people, and especially if it's like online or like a platform like this on YouTube or in
Mhm.
person, it's like, whoa, like, say for example, right? Let's say like a friend of yours, you want to go to like, say, like a drum circle, or if it's just like you want
Yeah.
to just like learn some, different, things about yourself and especially from other people. And then it's kind of like you talk with someone and if you guys have similar interests, like with dance or tarot or just all kind of examples, and you're open to experiencing that and just like getting outside your comfort zone. It's like, whoa, like I don't have to dance, but I can really just experience that and just really take that in because like what they're expressing, what they're saying, it kind of really relates to me in ways. And it's like, oh, like it's kind of like in a ways it's like getting outside your comfort zone, but it's kind of like it lets you to be who you are too. So
Yeah.
it's really cool. It's like how we can all do that in our own way
Yeah.
too, and just really learning more about ourselves, becoming that inner teacher because we can't do it alone. We can learn from each other in so many ways, especially the aspects of ourselves that we have because we're very I don't know what's the word to say. We have so much layers about ourselves, and just like to really just embrace that in our own way too, and just really you know never stop being yourself. I mean, shit. I even now too because I'm speaking colorful language right now. It's like shit, and I'm when I'm just like thinking about stuff, I was like, damn it, I just think of stuff, but it's kind of like I'm honest about it. I'm sincere about it, and just really passionate about who I am, and I share it with people and allow people to be themselves too. So it's beautiful that we can all do that in our own way too, especially in this community too. So it's really awesome.
Yeah, and kind of experimenting what you're passionate about, you
Mm,
know, just trying this and trying that, and it's like, nope, I don't like that, and oh, this is more my thing, and just exploring and being, passionate, like you said. Lauren says, I love the inner teacher. I don't understand the higher self being detached from me. I like your experience. Yeah, for me, when I think of tapping into my higher self, I'm just like, oh, that's that person, and it's almost like
right.
there's like a helium balloon that I have to like, hey, hey, higher self. For
Right.
me, that's a little it's a little bit disconnected where I feel like if it's my inner teacher, I might be saying the same meaning, higher self, inner teacher, but
I
yeah.
have a question for you. What do you want to call it since becoming inner teacher? What's like, I say like, you don't have to like say it now, but just like, for food for thought, because like inner teacher sounds cool, but it's kind of like, maybe there's another term that we can describe it in our own way too.
Yeah.
So even for people
Well,
in the chat. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good point. I really like for me, it's home, tapping
Mm,
into home. That's a lot of times when I use my light language, people will say that reminded me of home. And with home, I feel like it's the inner seed that we came from.
right, right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And home is like well, I'm seeing the Forrest Gump term, home is where the heart is. So it's really true. And
Yeah.
it's like how we can really just create that kind of home too within ourselves if we just want to get a little deeper. Can really just be beautiful in our own way if we're just want to just learn more about ourselves, if you want to tap into our creativity per se. And or just like, any part of ourselves that we want to just, create our inner homes into just when it comes to our own spiritual journey. Because our own spiritual journey is ours alone and it could be totally different from what we see with other people too. And that's cool. I mean, sometimes like I know people who are just very spiritual, but they express that with dance, they express that with cooking, or they express that with gaming. It's like, whoa, a spiritual guy who's into gaming. It's like, what's that about? Oh shit. Like, so I'm not saying that with me, for example, but like other people too who are at
Mhm.
like a platform where they are into plants or if they're into, other stuff too, they like to draw. It's just so many like layers. It could be how it looks to other people. It could be totally different from what you see in other people too. So I'm kind of going all over the place,
No,
and
no,
it's like,
that's 100% right. Because it's like all the
right,
examples you gave, I'm like, yeah, can you imagine like you're cooking this meal with love, and the people that eat it, they're gonna be like, the like just the nourishment of love, And
right, right,
same with dancing. Like if you watch the dancing, watching the ice skating, watching like somebody using their body and movement and how it can make you feel all those emotions,
right. You
And
could see that you could feel that with their bodies too, don't you think?
yeah,
It's like when you see an ice skater or someone who's a salsa dancer or someone who's a hip hop artist, it's like, damn, you don't have to say nothing. You could just see that and feel that with their body, with their
yeah,
energy. It's like it almost puts you in the tears in a way too,
yeah.
especially with art too, because it could come like with a picture or a film or if, like a video. And I kid you not, I don't know if you've seen the show Lucifer on Netflix. Have you seen that show?
I think I've seen a couple episodes, not the whole thing though.
Oh man, I don't want to spoil this shit.
Is that one of your favorites? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll just put it in the lamest terms.
La,
There's a
la, la, la,
scene.
la, la.
Not listening. It's just like I'm not gonna say the names, but there's a scene where it's like, I say like imagine if your parents have to go to another dimension and you'll never see them again, like with your mom.
Yes.
And I cried like 5 times of joy because I can relate to that with my mom's passing. I'll never see her again in
Oh,
that physical realm. It's like, holy crap. And like they had like this huge family of so and so. I'm not going to mention names. I don't want to spoil for people, but putting that in that scenario and just really watching it on Sunday while I was meditating and drinking my, mushroom elixir. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. Like just watching that scene and the music alone too, because music can have that effect as well.
yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, my tears were literally like flowing down to my face, but I wasn't like sad, like, like sad, but I was just like happy because it's like, I get it because their
Yeah.
parents want the best for their kids. And it's like, they admit like they made some mistakes in the past for millennia. It's like realizing that. And it's like the dad wants to be there for the wife, his ex-wife, and he wants to make it right to her, just being in her world because she's always been in his for like a millennia. So it's like it was the most touching thing I ever seen, especially from a show that the title of it is, I'll say it's Lucifer. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, it's about the devil. It's like, oh shit. I know it's like, however what you believe with the Lucifer, I totally get it. But if you watch it from an open perspective, it's like, whoa, it's like, holy shit. So
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
So Ron says he calls it soul communication, and he would know because
Mm,
he died once,
yeah,
came
yeah.
back. So,
He shared that story so many times with his near
yeah.
death experience. And just like big shout out to Ron because he's from that message of unconditional love. And it's kind of like, when it comes to practicing, unconditional love, it could be the most hardest thing you can do, but it's not impossible. It's like when you have that unconditional love for, not only for yourself, but also for people that you care about. I mean, that could take us far in like to enrich our relationships. And just like, with life, it goes in so many ways. People piss us off and things, don't go our way or things happen that's crazy. But when we practice that unconditional love towards ourselves, especially in our inner world, in our outer world too, in our environment, with our relationships and so on and so forth. It's like, oh man, that's deep. So like Ron, I'll just say this to you, bro. Keep on sharing that message and you have an awesome platform, bro. I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, definitely.
Bye, Clarence. He popped in just for a little bit. Thanks for stopping by.
Anytime. Yeah, of course, Clarence. Always good to see you, bro. And you're always welcome on my channel too. And especially for the people who are popping in too. So Grace and who else is I see here too? JR and Juliet Mills. So good to see everyone in here. And oh, a lot of people are showing up. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Aquila, Silver Star Priestess, good to see you. Yes, indeed. And Grace has a beautiful thing to share too. She says dance is a beautiful way to connect with yourself. Music and a partner is a form.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's,
Yeah.
you brought up a good point there, Grace, because, dance could be a form of meditation. And
Yeah.
yeah, and JJ, I want to ask you this too. Like, I know you do your meditations, connecting with spirit and all that too. Do you like to do that in like other forms too, with dance or cooking, or if it's just like, by the way, see if you want to share, or if that's too complicated of a question, you could still,
No.
because I could go in so many circles, and it's like, how can I
Yeah.
answer this question without sounding silly?
I do have difficulty focusing. So I did do I used to go down traveling to Costa Rica for the winter. My husband and I, well, he wasn't married to me then, but my boyfriend at the time and I would live on the beach. We drove down in an old ambulance and we just camped out on the beach and found a cheap way to be in a really beautiful place.
Right.
And but there was a yoga retreat there, and I took a class called Pranasage, which you might be interested in because
Oh.
Pranasage is yoga, and you do these stretching moves with a person that's doing the yoga. So you assist them into a better, deeper position, where they just get a little bit more out of it.
Mhm.
And so I did yoga down there. I did the pranasage training, and but it is really hard for me to keep my focus unless the only thing that really works for me is nature, because I can go out and hang out in nature forever, and it stills my brain. It's almost like that's the frequency that I really am truly happy in.
Right, right.
Uh,
I totally get that too. Just when it comes to focusing, because I have that problem too. When it comes to if like if I'm doing things all at once, as my mind tends to go in circles. It's like over when I was younger, I just tend to just get distracted a lot. It's like I always into one thing and I do another, and I try to do it all at once. It's like, whoa, like hold up. It's
yeah,
like I'm getting distracted here. I just gotta slow down. So I
Yeah.
totally get you on that too. And it's just like, do you like to do things that can help you focus, when it comes
Yeah,
to
I really I like to weave. It hurts my neck a little bit because I'm all like, "Ugh," but I love
right?
I love to take different types of material and do weaving, and so that is
Mm.
really fun. I like to see what creates. I do like to paint. There is a painting that I did when I was a teenager.
Okay.
It's that blue lady. Can you see the
Oh
top?
yeah. Oh,
The
it's on
top
the top, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
sorry
the
to point. I was like, oh, that's cool.
blue,
That
she's
painting.
the blue lady, and so I love doing things like that. It seems like when I do them, it's um, they're how do I say it? They're like otherworldly people, you
No,
know?
I totally get it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just like otherworldly people. It's like
yeah,
you're just deep into that.
yeah.
And
Off-world beings.
speaking of off-road beings, who's your I mean, out of I know with certain cultures have like, deities, that have like like Thor and Hercules and all that too. Or if it's just like anything too, who's your favorite one? Even it could be like, female version, a male version, or just any, off-road being in general, if you want to share what your favorite is too.
Yeah.
Or everyone in the chat room too, you guys could share as well.
Okay, so I go straight to the source. I go to
Oh,
logos.
okay.
I go straight to the source. It's logos.
That
I
is
kind of feel
okay.
like the language that comes through me comes from the universe, and it's the logos. It's like these, it's like crashes of sound and color and like crystalline energy. And so logos, like the beginning, the creator, and all of that. That's
Interesting.
who I go with.
Locust, I gotta look that name up. That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those tricky things to Google because when you're Googling it, it comes up with like branding and logos, you know.
Yeah.
So if you put in maybe the universe in it as well, you'll come up with some stuff. But yeah, I'd never heard of it until the language came out and I was sitting with it, and I got logos, and I'm like, what is that?
Logos. That sounds interesting. Now you just
Yeah,
mentioned that too. I never heard like logos. I was like,
I
oh,
know. It's pretty
that's so
cool.
dope. And weaving too, because Juliet mentioned something too, because she grew up as a textile artist. And shout out to Juliet. And she did weaving
Yes.
also. So that's cool. And spider weaving on the web.
Mhm.
So Spider Woman, that's cool. So cool things, Juliet. And
Yeah.
hello, Sharon. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a minute either. So it's always good to see her.
Yes.
And she loves to ride her motorcycle. She's I kind of with the Undertaker because he always had this cool collection of bikes, and Sharon kind of reminds me of that when she rides
Mhm.
her motorcycle. It's so badass. So very cool. I'm glad it's soothing for you too. And big shout out to you as well. So hopefully you're doing well too. And just like, with the universe, oh my gosh, you probably know more. I'll just say this too, because I love talking about the universe and
Yeah.
astrology and everything else too. And it's just like, man, like I still got a long way to go just to learn about it, but I'm always infinitely curious about it too. And just like when it comes to learning the universe and just like, listen, when you mentioned that too, it's kind of like, we can have that connection to the universe too in ways that can really just help us to learn more about ourselves. So it's kind of like, with us being certain artists, if you're a textile artist, if you're a dancer, it's just like, it's cool. It's like, for example, like say, like, have you ever seen someone wear a universal outfit? It looks like you spacey, but it's kind of like stylish
Yes.
at the same time. It's
Yes.
like that too. So it's kind of like how you want to express that with your art, even if it's like clothes, if it's with food, or if it's just doing certain activities. It could go in so many freaking ways. I just think it's
And
cool that
yeah, you know what I do love about Thor though, is like the thought of the rainbow bridge, not just for animals, but
mm, yes,
a bridge that helps us travel, you
right,
know?
right. Exactly. The Rainbow Bridge is so, like, because I heard of stories, in the Norse mythology, even before I read the Thor comics and Marvel comics,
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth and all that too in the movies too, which is cool. So shout out to him as well. And in Marvel, but it's like the Rainbow Bridge, that connection between, Earth and the divine too. And, because I'm always into Greek mythology. And I was always wondering, like, Well, how what does Mount Olympus, or even just like in Lucifer, the Silver City, how could
Mhm.
imagine what it could look like too? It's kind of like, a beautiful silver city with angels and deities hanging
Yeah.
out. It's like that's so cool. It's really, seeing that too. And especially the Rainbow Bridge as well. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, just really having that kind of connection too. And you know, shoot, I'm not running out of things to say too. So I'm just like,
No, no,
geez.
that's I actually with this language, and I was sitting with it, and it kept like looking at the map that we traveled a lot for work, so I always had these like maps for the United States, and so it had me go it like pinpoint this area, and they actually pointed to Rainbow Bridge. Now I'm gonna forget where Rainbow Bridge was. I don't know
I
if it
get
was
you.
in Nevada, or it's kind of like on the corner of a couple states or 2 states, yeah. But, my husband and I and my friend Nicole, I was just told by Spirit, "Go to the Rainbow Bridge," and they told me it was gonna be September 23rd of the year, and, I'm like, "Okay, we're going." And so we
Nice.
rented a boat when we got there, and we brought our camping gear, and we just went out there. I think we were there for 2 or 3 nights. And so where the Rainbow Bridge is, it was like the whole area was kind of flooded, like man-made floods,
Mm,
and dammed up. Um, there were some sacred places that were lost when the humans did that. Um,
mm,
but uh, but the main point was, we needed to go check out the Rainbow Bridge, and so you travel these waterways, and it's really cool. There's like no cars or anything like that, and so I went to the Rainbow Bridge, and I'm like, okay, I'm here.
sure.
What is it? What are we supposed to do?
I get it,
Hmm.
because, like finding a rainbow bridge, it's like, like curious, like what's we supposed to do? It's like your mind
Yeah.
tends to like, like, well, like, because it always wants to respond to what you need to do in the situation. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like I
Okay.
didn't know, like spirit. I'm just like, okay, well, and it's so neat because my husband was with me when my language emerged, which I feel like he was kind of a key in that process. So he was with me. And then my best friend Nicole was with me, and we do a lot of spiritual stuff together. So I'm like, I felt very balanced. And we went there, and it was really cool. Like it was like morning, and then there was this star slash planet. I couldn't figure out what it was. And so I'm
Oh,
staring
sure.
at it. It seemed to like move a little bit, when you're staring at things in the sky. So I don't know if it really moved or if it was just my brain. But so I'm
Right.
at this structure of this, I'm at this like rock thing called the Rainbow Bridge. And then I'm like, I know what to do. And so I opened up the space, and it was like it was letting something in, kind of like what you're taught, like a rainbow, like the Rainbow Bridge with Thor and whatnot, where
Yeah.
I opened it up and some things came in. You know,
Mm,
uh, my language likes to bring things in to help, not necessarily humanity, but to help the earth and its process of what it's going through right now.
yeah.
Helping
Because
humans is second to it.
yeah, I totally get it. Because like even when I meditate too, and I tend to not think about it, I just dive in deep into it. It's kind of like you notice like if like the Earth is kind of like pissed off or just sad or when it comes to those
Mhm.
energies. I'm not sure if I'm feeling this or if you're feeling this too, JJ, or anyone in the chat room is sensing this too in your own kind of spiritual journey, even just meditating. I just feeling like the Earth is kind of like when it comes to humanity or just like when it comes to our society in general, it's kind of like she's kind of like really pissed at us, but at the same time it's like like you could do better. So it's kind of like
Yeah,
it's kind of like
yeah.
that mom who was really pissed off at you kind of feeling. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
sense that, but I'm just
I
sensing
I
it.
definitely feel like when the language is coming through, and I'm learning from them, I feel like the earth has a lot to teach us, nature has a lot to teach us,
Yeah,
but there's also this essence of timing where, a tree doesn't grow like overnight, like the timing when you're talking about earth and like the rivers running through the Grand Canyon, you know, and it makes this beautiful place. But it takes time to create these things. So I kind of feel like as humans, like our lifespans are so short compared to nature. And like rivers and water, it's like those things last, they like live forever, you know. And
Yeah. That's a
but
good
I did want to talk about inner teachers.
Yeah, go ahead.
But let me see. I would just want to ask the community before we came on live. Is anybody out there having like heart issues, like you know, where the heart flutters? If anybody has any flutters, and then I was also feeling kind of shaky. So I don't know if that resonates with anybody here, or if anybody is feeling that way. But I will say, if I could just do a little tapping in with the community that's here right now. And if that person isn't here, maybe they'll see this a little bit later, but it is concerning the heart.
Okay.
Yeah. So Juliet says yes. Yeah. Sharon is saying yes. Yeah. Cause it was, oh, I got goosebumps. Okay, good. It's the community here now. Woo. I'm freezing cold right now. This is going to be good. Okay, so I'm just going to use I'm going to call my people in and do a little bit of healing energy for you guys. If there's, you know, anybody who wants to add in some Reiki prayers, just for the whole group. Now
I'll use some Reiki for the people too who are open.
Yay, Reiki for the people.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. I'll turn off my microphone so you could do your thing.
Okay, cool. Okay, so for our hearts, our tickers, patutano nana. Patutano nana, kita mbushi wanaki. Tunano nina, tunano ka, no kanashinaki. Tano naki na, ina majdi tauki. Panona nina kaye, kaye, kaye. Tanu nina kaye wa shena yewa. Panona na kinashti takina kakaye mpai. Kanona, katatana nana kina. Panona kinama shima kuiwa. Kunatana wa shinama kinama kauka. Tanui. Tanui kanu shewa. Panu kina kukano kakano kakano kakano. Tinamao kina sheki. Onanu ka kina. Poshe na kana kina yewa. Mao kita no shiwa. Yena na kanaki. Pano na kanaki. Pano na naki na ishina. Kano na ko shinama. Tano na kinashita. They're showing me the shape of an egg. Pano na tota. They're drawing it around you. Tano shita. So you're in this beautiful egg, this womb. Kaukuka no kanita no katana shita. Tano kana kane nana yewa. Titano shita ye tano. You're weightless in there. Kinana, 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 kinana. Tano shita. In this area, we can ask for what we tona tona toishitana yena nana kina tanoshtita. Asking for what we want. Katoti tanoshtita. Manonani nana kaiwa. Yena yena tanoshtita. So in these little egg, this little pod that you're in, kuna tunashtita, which is all of us, kutanoshtita okana kaiwa. Kina na kina titanashtita, tinamao ishtita. feeling the light that's emanating. Kotanu katutana yema shewa. It's lighting up the area around you in this pod, in this beautiful seed. Tatotanu inashtita yewa, this egg. Anuina kina shinama kinamawa. Maui tanui shiwa yewa matutina yewa. Tiawa shiwanu kayewa. Feeling the vibrations of this beautiful wave, this frequency. Tonoiwa. Feeling the frequency through your whole, just imagine your whole physical body opening up to this frequency, this perfect frequency for you. It's custom for you at this time, for healing, for finding your inner teacher, for lining up those things that you would like to come up into your lives, maybe love, maybe jobs, maybe houses, maybe pets, maybe peace, feeling those waves, the vibration coming right through you. And just notice, is there a place in your body where these waves are being blocked? Check in with your body. Checking in on the body parts that might feel a little pain, little tension, a lot of tension. Seeing ourselves as these electric beings, and just gently, as if these are waves in the ocean up on the shore, just gently lapping with this beautiful wave of energy, kind of eroding those areas where the waves are having some resistance in your body. Just see it eroding it, bringing it back to the ocean. Tano, 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 tano. Bringing the wave back in, eroding the block, going back out. Bring it back in, eroding. Feel free to breathe through this. Releasing tension in the shoulders. If we have any of that shaky energy, just seeing this song, this resonance, this wave, it's your particular tune that's coming in. Seeing it kind of dance and weave. Koe na shinamaye. Tano na ninana kana kana kina kana ewa shiwa. Kota no ishima okayewa. And they're saying it's your birthright to be able to go into this pod, to go into the seed, this egg, this perfect environment that has your full support. It has the perfect energy for you, the perfect resonance, the perfect color. It's a place to go rest. It's a place to rejuvenate. It's a place to cry. And it's as if our umbilical cords are connected to this seed, this pod, this egg. You can go back to this place anytime because it's yours. It's your birthright. And asking spirit and our guides, our helpers, just having everybody come in for me, for you, for us, asking our team to come in and we'll just ask that everyone, whether you're in the physical or if you're a helper that's out of the physical, tano tano, any off-world beings, kona tonashtita, that come with love and light for the people here in this community. We just ask that we send some energy into this group, holding everybody in our hearts, loving us, loving you, loving me, relaxing, recharging. And if you have questions about your soul connection, your inner teacher, your spirit team, this is a great time to ask. Any questions that you have to your team, saying things like, I would like to tap into this a little bit more. You can say things like, my ears ring a lot. Can we turn that down a little bit? Or tell me how to use it a little bit better. Can we fine tune some things? Whatever it is that your heart desires. Sitting with your team just for a few more minutes. And now, kotanoshtita, we get to do something great. We have all of this energy vibrating between all of us. Let's make it bigger and bigger. Bringing this light, this frequency, this vibration, bringing it into your room, into your house, above your house, below your house, into your community, into the state that you live in. Let it go, let it be free. And feeling the love and joy from our spirit team, our spirit helpers, the people out of the physical, the people in the physical here now. Just feeling the love, the joy, the teamwork, and smiling, maybe crying. And seeing the team back up a little bit, still feeling their energy, thanking them for this beautiful, beautiful time, sharing it with us, seeing them backing up a little bit more. Thanking the seed, the pod, the egg, and rubbing our belly where the umbilical cord was. Just knowing that this place is our birthright. And wiggling our toes and fingers, coming back. And breathing. Just letting our physical bodies know that they might be talking to us through heart palpitations, heart issues, belly issues, aches and pains, and just telling our bodies, just say, thank you for letting me know that something is needing some attention. Thank you so much for doing everything that you can do. The things that I'm aware of, the things I'm unaware of, just thanking our physical bodies. And I hope that helps. You're welcome, Grace. The energy was very strong with this group and our helpers.
Yeah, definitely. My heart was on fire.
We got a good team. I still have goosebumps.
Yes, indeed. So awesome stuff, JJ. Thank you. And hope you guys, I did the symbol of Raku that helps us to ground our hearts, ground our energy. So just to do that too. If you guys notice, I was doing my hands with that symbol. That's what it means for anyone's curious about Reiki. I was just disconnecting, just going with the flow with JJ. Mm-hmm. It was really awesome. Now my heart's like, it's like going to another level of Super Saiyan. So it's like, I'm not screaming. So it's really cool too. So yes, awesome. Glad you guys loved it too. Yay. Thank you, JJ, for that too. A lot of comments too. Whoa. Oh my goodness, not used to it. Says JJ, it's funny you mentioned earring. I've been suffering from that several weeks.
Yes.
Whoa.
I mentioned it because they made my ears. I'm a physical empath, so I'll pick up on the heart palpitation. I was picking up on some like really shaky energy, and then my ears were ringing. So thank you for sending all of that to me, so I could address it.
Yes, indeed. Good to see you, Joji. So you're welcome. And yes, exactly. Thank you, everyone who is here. For those I didn't say hi to, also much love to you guys as well. So I haven't forgot you. I know the chat goes so fast, and know all that, but we always love you guys, whether you're new or if you're just familiar faces as well.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Well, Jay, do you want to? We'll do some little mini readings. You want to do that?
Yeah, you read my mind. Shoot, you're an X-Men also, so. I was like, wow, I was gonna say you guys want some cards for today, but you beat me to the punch. So yeah. So yeah, if anyone wants some cards, I'll put a star to the questions, and if you guys want some, cards too, I pulled 3 since Jay.
Oh, God, I love those cards. Can you put one of those for me? I love those. They're so cool.
I got the other ones too. If you want another, I got the goddesses and sirens, or if you.
It's for me. It's the alchemy one.
Okay, are
they called alchemy?
Yeah, it's called the Elemental Oracle.
So elementals. Yes.
Yes, indeed. So, okay, Teresa. I thought I didn't piss anyone. Okay, so I got Teresa L. I got her. I'll pull a card for JJ too. Okay, Grace, I got you. Got you, Grace. Oh, okay, Ron. Okay, hold up. There it goes so fast. Ooh. All right, so I got Teresa, Ron, and Grace. All right. I met a Jewish man called Chris. Do you think he could be? Okay, Julia, I got you. Yeah, we got you. Okay, cool. So, all right, JJ, I'm gonna pull a card for you from this deck and see what we get. So, feeling grounded and all kind of stuff too. It's just like hearts on fire in a good way. So, yes, indeed. So, welcome, Sarah. Okay, JR, I got you. I'm gonna put a star in it too. So JJ, let me tap into you real quick. I'm gonna look into different places too, because I tend to stare at the space when I'm connecting. Oh shoot. Okay. Feeling some powerful stuff from you, JJ. I don't know why, but this card just flew out, so it's all about joy.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. That whole picture about dancing and how it makes us feel.
Mm-hmm. So this is, this resonates with you too, JJ. Just all about connecting with your joy, how it feels to you, how it looks like to you in your spiritual journey, your self-care routine. Just really connect with that, especially for anyone who resonates with this message too, with the awesome symbols right here too. It's really interesting. You see this person with, I don't know if it's a guitar or a violin, but it's really cool. And the moon right there too is very, when it comes to our intuition, just really, going with the flow with yourself, just really tapping into your joy in your own way, with your intuition, with your body, with your heart, with your mind, and just really having fun with that too. So
Beautiful.
yeah, JJ, if this resonates with you too,
Yay.
and this, if you want to share, feel free. And it's a beautiful.
I love it's got the music, the dancing. You can tell her heart is wide open.
Mhm.
You've got the moon and you've got I don't know if that's clouds or sand and greenery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, that's great. Yay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. Of course.
Okay.
Okay. So, oh, I'm sorry,
So,
Sharon. Let me see
Sharon.
if I missed your. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you, Sharon. My bad. So, yeah, my bad on that, Sharon. I got you, though. And JR, too. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. So, I think I got 6 people so far, which is cool. I mean, you could do, if
Yeah.
you're cool with that, JJ. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Joe G. Yeah, 7. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be all over the place. So, yeah, oh, my goodness. My goodness. All right, so let me get to the first person. We got Teresa. So she wants a card too for today. I want to switch back and forth when it comes to cards. So she wants a card too. Yeah, let's see. Oh my gosh, Caridad Ramirez. I think I met you before. So nice to meet you, Carla. Caridad.
Welcome.
Yeah, so cool stuff. Yes, indeed.
Okay, so Teresa's our first one.
Yeah, now he's got 8 so far. Wow, it jumped from 6 to 8 real quick, which is cool. Usually I get a lot of questions, but it's cool. I'm used to it. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull some cards for Teresa. Pull a card for Teresa. Cool stuff. And
Okay.
welcome.
This is the card I got for you. I super love it because, you've got the 2 colors. You've got the cool colors. You've got the sunny, warm colors. I really like this area right here. If you can tell, I don't know if it's foggy or what, but it's got these ripples around the heart space. And this person above also has ripples around the third eye. And they're saying the word anja. Is that the third eye? I can't remember.
Yeah, I
Anja.
believe so. Yes, sir.
And then there's ripples being reflected back. So it's kind of like giving and receiving all at the same time. So really beautiful card. The person below, I feel, is getting a lot of information. So I'm not sure if you have a connection with the star people, the off-world being, the light beings, the gas beings, or if you travel in your dream time. This reminds me of all of those things and being able to not only be receiving from them, but also giving to those people as well.
Beautiful stuff. And the card I have for you, Teresa, is all about connecting with your inner strength. So when it comes to Andromache, and she's, in Greek mythology, she's like the something like when it comes to feminine strength, because she's like an Amazon too, and she in the story she went a one-on-one battle with Hercules, and if anyone could topple with Hercules, the god of strength, is not to be someone to mess with. So when it comes to connecting with your inner strength, just really being open to doing that for yourself, Teresa, connect to that inner warrior that you have within you too, and just really connecting with your strength in your own way too when it comes to with this message from you too. So you see this powerful figure here, just like with her, like she's ready for battle. She's like really connected with her masculine, the healthy way too. And just really when it comes to connecting with your inner strength, Teresa, just really doing that from a healthy space and really doing that in your own way too, when it comes to connecting to that inner badass that you have also. Especially for anyone who resonates with this message also. So wow, powerful stuff. What do you think? I mean, how you feel from this, JJ?
Just like warrior power girl, like, yeah.
Don't take no mess, right?
Yeah. I love that it has the armor, but there's also skin showing. So it's like, it's
Yeah,
okay to be vulnerable and protected. You know, I just love it.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly that. Yeah, she says that's how I exactly felt when I was doing light language.
Mhm.
Powerful. That's beautiful,
Cool.
Teresa. Thank you for sharing that with us too. And much love to you, Teresa. Hope you enjoyed the cards that you got from me and from the lovely JJ too. So many blessings to you. Much love. And you know, and yeah, that's I don't know what else to say, but if you're enjoying the show, and especially anyone who's listening to, feel free to subscribe to my friend
Mhm.
JJ. You guys, a lot of you guys know her. For those who are new to my channel, also if you want to subscribe to her too, her channel's linked in the chat. Especially for those who are watching the replay, it's linked in the description below too. So feel free to support JJ however you want to, and she's an awesome human being. I'll just leave it at that.
And we were talking about how important we were talking about, Jay and I, about how we like to do things on YouTube, and there is this fluidity to it. Like, oh, today I'm definitely going on today, but you may not have known that 2 or 3 days ago. So it's important to
Right.
hit the subscribe and the notification, so
Hmm.
you're not catching this on a replay if you really wanted to see it live. So that's how
Exactly.
Jay and I roll.
Exactly what she said. What she said. You couldn't have said better myself. So yes, yes, indeed. And Jar says, Jay and JJ, can we say a prayer for Maya Black? She was sick last. Yeah,
Oh,
for sure. We'll definitely do that for Black Catarel. So yeah, for Maya. Much love to her too, because I heard from her from a couple months ago too. So yeah, we'll definitely do that for her, JR. Thank you for mentioning that too. So definitely, I'll put a star into that also.
and it looks like you have a Samantha wanted a card too. I don't know if you're adding
Yeah, I
them.
got
Yeah.
Samantha too. So I got her. I got a lot of people. So the next one is Ron. So after that is Grace, Juliet, Silver, JR, Joji, Caridad, Samantha, and Mama Bear, and JR's prayer request. So if you're open to that too, if you have to go, I understand. But I'll continue to pull cards for people and doing prayers too if you have to
Okay.
go for any reason. So
Okay.
yeah, it's all good. Wherever that floats your boat, JJ.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I have a card. I pulled a card. I wasn't sure who was coming up, but I pulled a card before you showed up. Before I knew.
Cool. Ronnie boy.
Ron, look at this beautiful card.
Ronnie boy.
That's about your unconditional love connection, because you died and
Oh,
you
and
visited the light beings.
awesome.
Oh my God, you got the eyeball. It has the bird feeling. It's got the angel kind of feelings. The person feels the reverence, the beautiful grace. And in this picture, I feel the grace, the beauty, authentic love. But then you can tell that feels all the emotions. This isn't just love in this picture. It was like my heart feels your heart. Yeah.
Mm,
Ah, I love these cards. Cool.
beautiful. I'm sorry I missed you again, Sharon, because I thought I put a star in your question. I am so sorry. I don't know what's up with my mind, but I know you'll get me for that. Oh, so forgive me on that, Sharon. I'll get your question. I thought I had it. So let's see.
Nope.
Sharon. Let me see before Ron.
Come on.
Silver. Okay, I got you now, Sharon. So yeah, for sure. Okay. So I am so sorry about that, Sharon. I thought I had you. I was like, wait, I thought I got her, but I'm gonna pull some cards for Ronnie Boy too. So diving deep to that Ronnie Boy, take some cards. I might pull some for him too.
Love that you call him Ronnie Boy.
Well, I call him Big Bro, but I know if he wants me to call him Ronnie Boy, I was like, oh shoot. So I was like, oh shoot, he's gonna kill me on that. He's like, might get me on his live stream, shoot. So it's all good though. But yeah, it's just now because I usually talk when I tend to pull cards and I'm diving deep, and I just share from my mediumship and intuition all at the same time. So it's like, like I'll say something like, "Does this color like resonate with you?" or just like a certain feeling. So All right. So that's how usually I roll when it comes to just, how I pull the cards too. I'm going to pull one more for Ron and see what we got. But I really do sense some steps too. Let's see what we can get for him too.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey,
You're
Amanda.
just in time.
Oh yeah, you're good. Much love, Amanda. All right, so
But feel free to watch the replay because there
Mhm.
was some really good energy work in the beginning.
Definitely, much so. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, Ron, you got some unique messages too. I'm going to share one at a time. So if it resonates with you too, and feel free to comment, bro, at any time. So the first message that I have for you, and this might scare you a bit, is all about authenticity, just being real with yourself, being true to who you are. And with Baba Yaga, you probably heard some stories about her too. And this image is like, whoa, oh my gosh, wait a minute. But if you really just interpret that, just when it comes to authenticity, just really being open to being yourself no matter what, especially from what other people say or how people, how you portray you should be, just really not being afraid of being who you are, just really being open to doing that and just really doing that from a healthy space and doing it your way. And just, when it comes to authenticity, not being afraid of being who you are and what you need, etc. And just really finding that middle ground for yourself too with balance, when it comes to this powerful message here from Vishnu. Also, just really finding that middle ground, that balance with yourself too, with the masculine, the feminine, and just really taking action to do that for yourself, Ron, when it comes to finding that middle ground, that balance for yourself. And just like, not being afraid to doing that also when it comes to, you know, with yourself, being who you are, not being afraid of being who you are when it comes to, as a person, as a man, as a human being, and just really taking action to find that middle ground for yourself, to finding that, middle ground for yourself in a very, very healthy and powerful way. So that's what I have for you, bro. And, and hopefully these messages resonate with you too. And if you're still watching this, bro, much love to you as well. So yeah, really wicked messages here too, especially.
He wouldn't leave us. He's still here.
He says, I like to have more arms like that. I feel you. 4 arms. I know it was 3 or 4. Yeah, it's 4 arms is better than 2. So definitely.
Think of all the high fives you could give.
I know, right? Or the martial arts, like you'll be unstoppable in that arena. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, all good, bro. Much love to you, man. So let's see. Yeah, Grace says I would like a general reading energies. Yeah, of course. I'll pull some cards for you. Yeah. Definitely. I'll use the pink one for you. Yeah. Go with the flow.
So they're definitely bringing up my throat area.
Yeah, me too.
You too? Awesome. It's very tight.
Yeah. It was just like a hit. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Must be something there, Release. Okay.
It actually, when I sit with the throat thing, it feels as if somebody punched me in the throat. And you can think of those emotions, like if somebody's punching you in the throat, how that would make you feel. Like your words aren't, you know what I mean? Like I don't accept what you're saying. They're going straight. Somebody is like going straight for your voice box.
Yeah, I feel that.
It goes like right up my neck, right to like my ear. So I would just say, instead of a card for you, I'm just going to say, okay, you have those bands of light. We're just going to actually bring in a little bit more energy to this band of light around your throat area. just remembering these bands of light they're flexible. It's not like we're putting on anything like a dog collar or anything like that. These are for love, light, protection, vibration. Ano na no na na tana tano ka taushti tano na ki yena na and tano tano shti tan, thinking that if we were wounded right here from, like blunt force trauma, not that that happened, but the energetic blow from it. I would want to put something, you can choose between putting something warm, cold, energetically on it. Having a kitty cat like kind of like lay in that area. Cats are very intuitive. That is my reading for you.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense too. Because I'm not sure if you're going through some stuff, Grace, if people are testing you in so many ways, and it probably like with the throat, center too, like that could really be an indicator. It's like, like if you have to yell at someone, or if it could be like your career, it could be at, your personal life. I'm no fortune teller. I'm just sensing what I'm seeing too, because I feel it with like tonsils down here, a little bit of both here too. So, but I pulled 3 cards for you too, Grace, and you're more than welcome to comment at any time in these messages resonate. So I got the moon, I got Sheila and the gig, and I got Aries. It's like, oh shoot, okay, what's this all about? So it's kind of like, with the moon too, because you know how like the sun is very masculine and the moon here too is very feminine. And it's just like for you to really just tapping into that also, just to really find that clarity, and especially like when it comes to this message right here too, with, darkness, and it's all about, the moon can be very feminine and very intuitive. And for you to really just, tap into that, feminine, just to bring some clarity towards your or towards, for yourself also, when it comes to your own self-care and spiritual journey too, and routine, with this beautiful message here. And just really making that connection to just really being open to connecting with that feminine too, as well. It's just to really bring that softness back. If you've been really just, in that kind of masculine kind of energy, if you have to just like be on your guard, or just have to tell, or anything too, just to, when it comes to with anything also, just really being open to making that connection with that, and just really engage with that too. I know with Aries could be a wicked image, and he's like, whoa, like ready for battle. But how you can really interpret this, just to take an action, is just to really engage with that, with the feminine also, to really just help you to bring that clarity towards yourself, and especially when it comes to, if you feel, noticing if you feel anything near your throat, or just like in general too, just to really engage to bring that feminine towards yourself too, Grace, and just really doing that from a healthy and powerful space as well. So if any of those messages resonate with you, Grace, I'm just feeling this too. And sometimes I go all over the place too. Well, hopefully it helps as well.
You know what I like that last card is, it looks like he, this big, strong, but it almost looks like he might be off balance because the posture is like this, but it's almost as if a blow is landing, but he's got it, So if you are doing that speaking event, Grace, just know that if you feel like you're going backwards energetically, like, oh, I don't know how this is going, just know that your helpers are they've got your back. If you need to fall back a little bit, they still have you. It's like,
Right.
might be off balance, but you're still in balance, if that makes sense. Best of luck.
Yeah, for sure. You got this, Grace. And much love to you also. So
and also that first card too,
yeah.
she was protecting. Protecting with the head down, but you've got this huge light emanating from you. So yeah, let that light shine.
Exactly. Well said, JJ. Yes, indeed. So let's see. Much loved, Grace. And Julius says, I met a Jewish man called Chris.
Hi, Viviani.
The one. I might use my, mediumship on this.
Marsha.
Hey, Marsha and Vivian.
People rolling in, Jay.
I know, it never stops. This is cool. It's cool. It's all good. So Tuesdays is a good day to connect. I mean, shoot, it's all good. So rolling.
You
So
know what I love about that symbol that you put up there, Juliet, is I just love that it's like the above and below just coming together and being like super strong. I just want to say that. I love symbols.
awesome. Chris. Chris seems like a cool dude. Just from what you shared in your question, Juliet. Did you guys meet somewhere from like an interest? You guys have like some interests that you guys like? I'm just really feeling it. I'm not sure what's up, but I'm just really feeling that you guys met from similar interests, and it's like a really strong connection here. Let's see if I'm gonna pull a card too for you. I use the pink one. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, military. That's what I sense. Gotcha. Okay. Thanks for clarifying that too. You met him in first spirit and online, just to clarify. Oh, okay.
Oh, I love that stuff.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
That is stuff. You want to go first, JJ? You're more than welcome to share it anytime. So if you, or you want me to go first? Because
I'm holding on to my heart to see if it says anything.
Gotcha. Okay. Manifesting a dude. Okay. I just feel that too, Juliet. It's sensing some changes. You want to make some changes for yourself, and the card that I have for you kind of talks about that very, 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 very powerfully too. So when it comes to that, and when I pull cards, I tend to go really, really slow, but sometimes I go really, really fast. So it's all good. I'm gonna pull one more card for you too, Juliet. See what we have. Oh my goodness. What do you feel from it, JJ, if you want to share?
I'm feeling my ear. I'm like, wait, is that from Grace? Did Grace give me an earache from that? But this is the card I got.
Oh, a star.
Yeah. So and I love when I'm looking at the so you see that they're touching palm to palm and there's no hesitation. Like they are in it to win it. But I really like the space in between the two people. They look like flower petals to me, or like the star fruit. Is that what they're called? Yeah, the star fruit.
Oh yeah, I know which star for you. It looks
But
delicious.
yeah, and I really love too that when you think of inner seeds and growing in the pod and those things that we talked about before in the meditation journey, I love that the earth, Gaia, is right there in the middle. And all of this stuff is happening off world, and the light in the layers, there's so many different layers to this. And interesting, the placement of cards. My process is I go through every card without looking until I get the yes I. And it was the last one, so it's almost like the last one will be the one. So yeah, that is my reading for you.
Cool. And I got 3 cards for you, Juliet. And I just sensing that you really want to just like have that kind of partner for yourself. You want to make some changes. And the cards that I pulled for you too kind of talk about that too, because I got changed and I got Artemis and Apollo. So when it comes to this, all about with these 3 cards, and you're more than welcome to comment at any time if this resonates with you, Juliet. I just really, when it comes to the with wind, with the element of air, it's kind of like you just like really want to bring in that kind of change for yourself too when it comes to being this person in spirit and talking with him online too. I just really sensing that you want some changes for yourself. You want to improve, like, want a relationship, improve your life, or just like your love life in general too, which is beautiful. But I really sense that you really want to make some changes for yourself, and you just really want to just, when it comes to Artemis too, and just like when it comes to individualization, and it's kind of like, when it comes to this, I just really, uh, you can always just like interpret, just like for you to really can to stay true to who you are when it comes to just, talking with this person, but also when it comes to just, when it comes to Chris, if you're open to talking with him, that's cool, but always making sure that you always stick to who you are too. Just when it comes to this message from India with Artemis, Artemis, with when it comes to her, she's a total badass. So it's kind of like, you being like, if you want to, when it comes to making those changes for yourself, which is cool, but also being open to stay true to who you are also when it comes to, meeting new people, because, you never know what's going to happen. But when it comes to this message right here, just really taking some, from food for the soul too, just when it comes to that message. And just like when it comes to inquiry too. And I really do get a sense for you, Julia. It's just really getting to know Chris also, just really not being a rush to just, be in your relationship, just getting to know each other, just really inquire about who he is and what he's all about too. Just really having that open space for you guys to really just, getting to know each other as human beings, especially when it comes to, with him too. But for you per se, also when it comes to, making that connection with him, just really, taking action to get to know who he is too, and just really just, getting to know each other and just really going with the flow of it too. And so if any of that resonates with you too, Juliet, and just like when it comes to these three messages, you're more than welcome to comment at any time, because that's what I'm sensing. And sometimes my words gets all mixed up, but hopefully this helps too. So much love, Juliet. Oh man. So yes. How are you feeling, JJ?
Feel great. I love that those cards had the feminine and the masculine. Like stand in your own power, but bring some stuff in.
Right? Exactly.
Manifesting, stand in your power.
Exactly. Just, always stick to who you are. That's what I got with Juliet. Just like, hey, with things changing, you want to get to know someone, but always stay true to who you are, because, sometimes people can influence us to
And I
change.
kind of feel like the third card is Chris. He's like all muscly and
Right? Yeah, it's like he wants to get to know you too. And that's also be for Juliet. It's like, get to know him too. It's like, don't be in a rush. Just
Yeah.
so, hey, good stuff. Say yes. Let's see what Julia says. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, positive changes are happening there. Right on the money. I am hoping to actually know him first, not
Yeah,
jumping in and out. Yeah. Okay.
that's great.
Cool. Cool stuff, Julia. Thank you for sharing that too. So awesome stuff too. So yes, Julia is lovely. I agree, Sharon. Just like you and everyone in the chat room too. So thank you. And he's massive. Okay, he's got muscles
Yeah,
too. So
just like that, right? I'm just like,
muscles.
yeah.
Muscles. Okay. Yeah, I was on the money on that thought. Muscles. All right. Cool. Built is an understatement. He's actually a oh
Yes.
cool.
Yes. Together
Wow.
you
So
shall both
that's like
be
that inquiry.
badasses.
It's like, oh, this
Yes.
dude.
Right?
That's cool. That's cool.
They're both gonna be the badass couple.
I know the badass power couple. That sounds cool. That is dope, Juliet. Hopefully it works out to keep us updated as well, if you want to. So, Silver Star Priestess. She wants a card. I've got it.
Mhm.
Silver Star Priestess. And again, JJ, if you have to go, I'm just saying this too for any reason. You could always come and go and come back if you want to, because I want to get to people's questions today because I got nothing else to do on Tuesday. So,
Right?
okay, I'm just hanging out, you know. But if you still want to hang out, that's cool too.
Heck
So,
yeah.
all right, cool. Silver Star Priestess. I'm gonna use this deck for her today too. Silver stars. Hmm. Cool. Oh, you want to go?
Yeah, I was reading
Okay.
something. Okay. So, but
That's
yeah,
okay. Go
this is
ahead.
one of
I
my
was just wondering.
this is one of my favorite cards.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is my language kind of wants to pop out too. I'm wondering, do you feel like you might have a light language? I can't remember. I don't know if we talked about this already or not. But if you have a light language, this this actually makes this card makes a lot of sense because I see the galaxy, all the particles
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
See, I got this too for Silver. You shining
Yeah,
your light, Silver. No matter
yeah.
what. There's a galaxy of stars there too on the left. So
Yeah, you've got some helpers coming in. I really like this card. Spiritual, I know I know that you have a lot of connection with spirit. I'm just
she
wondering.
does.
Oh, you do. You do it by yourself. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, you go ahead, Jay. I'll sit with that for a little bit.
Oh, I was just adding to your card because he's talking
Yeah.
about the galaxy and I got the sun. So keep shining your light. And it's just like how you do that. Because you just really noticing that too. I just really felt this really warm energy from you because you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, and especially to the things that you're doing, like on not only on YouTube, but with yourself. If I'm right about that, it's just like you are just doing some powerful things and just really continue to shine your light in your own way too. So that's want to mention that also for you, Silver, if this resonates with you too. So just really continue to shine your light to the people in your life, towards yourself, in however that ways that feels for you too.
Yeah, I would say as far as the light language goes, yeah, do whatever your heart tells you, your inner teacher, whatever tells you how to utilize it. But what I'm seeing about the light language is that it helps. So sometimes I see these visions where it's like, um, you know how you see like dimensions, portals, or whatever. It's like this is like this membrane, kota shima. There's like these two membranes Tano tanoshtita, and it's tono tanoshtita. It's not straight up and down or anything. Kuna tano kaiwa. And I see your light language has to do something with these membranes. It's almost like our world bumping up against like a different dimension. Kano tanoshtita. I feel like your light language works with this sort of energy. And I feel like kano tanoshtita, when these things touch, they don't necessarily like become one or anything, but I feel like when they do touch, there's something important about that. So
Mm.
that's what I get about that.
Powerful stuff there. Especially keep shining your light too. Just,
Yeah.
when it comes to this message, so we're just, continue to be who you are, keep shining your light in your content, in your personal life,
Yeah.
etc. Just really doing that in a very, very powerful way too.
Yeah.
So yeah, she says, I see them too, exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. Yeah.
good stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hmm. Powerful. Thank you for sharing that, Silver. Much love to you also. If you guys want to check out her channel too, Silver Star Priestess, she has some awesome sound baths. I usually, when she's on, I tend to drop in sometimes too when I can, and she's amazing. She got some cool sounds, singing bowls too. I was like, she got a rainbow one? I was like, oh, I got a white one. But, it's
Oh.
there's a, I think if I'm right about this, Silver, you have like really unique singing bowls too. So it's really cool if you want to check her out, her channel too. So big shout out to Silver as well. So cool stuff. All right. As much shout out to Silver. And JR wants, she wants to go to a wellness center. Do you see me go there? And okay, the wellness center you were talking about, JR. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Seems a good fit for you. Yeah, you got it. You got it. So I think that's what you're saying in the chat, if I'm not mistaken, JR. You're talking about the wellness center too. Okay, cool. Okay, yes. Okay. Got it.
Okay, so they're bringing me to my throat, and I feel as if I have coughed up a lot of smoke, cigarette smoke, whatever kind of smoke. I feel like there's a clearing that is happening, and connecting it to how I clear energy for people. Sometimes I cough, and I cough like really strongly. So when I'm seeing this symbol of, you know, the irritation, the coughing, it's the it's clearing. Something is clearing. The center is for clearing. Like how can I be of service? And I feel like I feel like the keys are being placed in your hand. When I think of how can I be of service, I see the keys being placed in my hand.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's a
You
good
said it.
point there.
I said I don't have to pull any cards because that was it.
Oh yeah, and I have cards too that kind of resonate what you're saying, JJ. Because when it comes to when it comes to that wellness center she wants to, you know, go to, will it be a good fit for her? I mean, I got some. I'm gonna pull one more card for her too, just to really help her with that. Also, ooh, okay, so wow, deep stuff. So it's kind of like, like you mentioned, that coughing, when it comes to that too, it's kind of like, it's like a good way to releasing too, just letting go, like, getting rid of that stuff that's no longer needed. It's like when it comes to like releasing. I know like coughing can be kind of extreme, but it's kind of like if you look at it from a spiritual perspective and it's like, like I'm releasing, but it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm coughing. So it's like something you could take note of too, JR. But I got three cards for you too. So I got the card of speed. It's all about movement too. So with the first message, if you
Oh,
really want to, go uh, go go forward when it comes to the going to that wellness center, you have the right to do it. So if you want to do it, just really going forward with that, get things moving when it comes to that. And you really have to be just like going to a rush to just to go to the wellness when it comes to the wellness center. Also, just really um, just really getting things moving if you want to just getting started with that kind of goal too when it comes to this card, JR. But and just really making a strategy of it too when it comes to just when it comes to the wellness center that you want to go to, and just really making a plan of some sorts too when it comes to this message with Athena. I think she's like goddess of war, if I'm not mistaken, right? When it comes to Athena. So it's kind of like making strategies, making plans, just really being open to doing that for yourself, especially for for your own spiritual journey too. Just really making a plan of some sorts with that. And also, I got Shiva too. So usually, I don't, when I see this card, it's very, very powerful. But it's all about,
mhm.
just like destroying. And it's kind of like, ooh, destroying. It's kind of like, when you break it down to and taking action with that, just really getting rid of anything that's no longer, resonating with you, that's holding you back. Just really, letting that go in a very, very powerful way. Even if you have to write it down, like write something down that you want to let go of, and then really destroy that and just really crumble it too. It's kind of like it's like a practice where you can just like write things down that you want to let go of, and you kind of can wrap it, run up in the paper, and just really throw it away too, or burn it in the fire too, whatever that feels right for you too. So when it comes to taking action with that, just really doing like taking action to just really, letting go of anything that's no longer, resonating with you, that you want to let go of, that you don't want to have in your life too, that's holding you back. So if that resonates with you too, JR, when it comes to with any of these messages that I pulled too with these oracle cards, you're more than welcome to post, comment about it at any time. So yeah, powerful stuff here for you, JR. It's kind of like what you mentioned too, JJ, when it comes to that about the coughing. So
Yeah, and the snake in that as well. You know, the snake has medicinal symbol to it, but it also in shamanism, the snake is somebody we call in from the four directions, the four winds, and the snake comes in and it gobbles up the things that are no longer useful, the stories that are not ours anymore, the ancestral healing, what all of that is. It's also devouring things, taking away things, clearing things. So I love that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I should beat this deck. It's like it's really powerful.
That's
It's kind of like
cool.
what you were saying too. So yeah, definitely, definitely. And much love to you, JR, also. And much love. So yes, indeed. And Joe G is next. You like it?
Hello, Ocean Garnet. Thank you
Oh,
for
Ocean Garnett, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, Ocean Garnett. Shout out to you. Yes, indeed. I also subscribe to Tutah's channel. You both have words. What's up?
It's really neat, the numbers.
Crazy. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Ocean Garnett. That's cool.
Oh, my subs went up too, so thank you, Jay. Thank you, everybody.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for. To support you, girl. Shoot. Let's
Yay!
get our subs out. Yes, let's do it. So awesome stuff. We can help each other, help our subs, our channels too. It's all good. It's all good. And yes, I did my mission for today. Yes, so cool stuff. Oh man. Pull a card for Yogi.
Joji, just a question for you. Are you sitting with something, like sitting with a decision, sitting with some information, or and I'm getting that there's a person there. I'm just wondering, I'm kind of getting that feeling like somebody, like you might be sitting with somebody who might be stepping out of the physical. Like, do you work in hospice? I just feel like this person is half in, half. I'm not sure. If you could shine some light on that, that's just the feeling I'm getting.
I got the card of Fury too for Joji, so I'm not sure if she's going through any kind of challenges, but it's kind of like really just tapping into that from a healthy space. Because I know when it comes to anger, that could be like an intense kind of a emotion to connect with. But if you really just break it down and just really connecting with that, Yoji, just really tapping into that from a healthy space to just really express that kind of, healthy anger and not really turn it into rage per se. Because I know that with fury, if you're upset about something, if something is going on in your life too, it's just really good to look at it from a healthy space too, to really just get it off your chest and just like writing in your journal or just like doing it, expressing your anger from a healthy space too, just really tapping into that so it doesn't kind of like get kind of crazy too, if that makes any sense. So if that helps too, Joji. She says, I'm a guardian to a person and a caretaker for another. One is, I'm sorry about that, Joji.
Yeah. I tried to pull a card. You could see my eye going a little crazy. I got to the last card and I'm like, no, I don't think you're getting a card. It's, I see just, yeah. And it's like that makes sense. Cause the chair that I was seeing the person sitting in, it could even be you because it's one of those like kind of uncomfortable chairs.
Yeah, it's probably making me upset too.
Setting. Yeah. But when I get that feeling that you're sitting with something, it's like it's in between. The feeling that I'm getting is it's in between the what did you say that chakra was? The solar plexus?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was?
So in your stomach, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's between like the rib cage, where you'd give CPR. That's how I'm describing these chakras. It's the CPR chakra, and down to the belly button, that area. It's like sitting with something in that space, and I feel like there might be somebody stepping in, stepping out of the physical, and I don't know if it's the like one where it's like I'm going out, I'm coming in. I don't know, but my heart is so with you on that.
Yeah, same here, Joji, especially to the appeal court too. So I know that could be an intense kind of situation to deal with, but just like every food for the soul, for the thought too. It's just like really if you're feeling kind of tense or kind of upset, just to really tap into that and just really if you need to just get something off your chest, like write something in your journal or anything that can help you to kind of get that off of it too. So when it comes to like anger too, if we bottle up inside it, it can really make us feel kind of heavy or just like like oh, but it's kind of like if you write it in a journal or if you could express that in a healthy way without having to hurt anyone too, and just like doing that just like for food for thought too, Joji.
Oh, so yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Mm.
I'm sorry about that. Heart goes out to you, Joji.
I'm happy that they have you, Joji.
Yeah, for real.
Oh. Oh, you're her voice. Oh, I got goosebumps everywhere.
Mm, same here.
Mm.
Oh man.
I'm extra glad that she has you, because if you can communicate telepathically, that must be really something to have a procedure done and be nonverbal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So we're praying for you, Joji, to
Yeah.
your family, to your loved ones also, especially to what you're going through also. I'm just gonna pray for you also.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. Thank you for sharing that, Joji. I know this probably wasn't easy, but we appreciate you nonetheless. You know? Ooh, oof. But man, let's see how much love and Carrie Dad Ramirez. She wants a card too. So we're almost done, JJ. I just got a few people left, and we're done. So all right, Carrie Dad Ramirez. So nice to meet you, Carrie Dad. All right. Mm,
I'm just going to ask, are you searching for something and you can't find it? Because I'm over here like, yes, this is where I'm going to find the answer. And I get to all the cards and it's like, nope. And then I'm like, but you told me to go to these. So I'll just go to the book and see what the book has to say. And it's like, nope, the answer's
right.
not there either. So I think that is where I'm going to go with this is, are you looking for something and you can't find it?
Mm,
It should
I,
be here. It's not there. Is it over there? No, it's not there. I'm going to see what this deck of cards says. Okay,
yeah,
I
and I
got it.
got I got magic too for you, Carrie Dad. So if that resonates with you, also just really manifesting what you're looking for, and especially when it comes to just any kind of goals or things that you're looking for in your life, what you want to bring into. So just really adding to what you're saying, JJ, just really tapping into that, really putting some, connecting with magic, taking action with that too. So when it comes to this beautiful, beautiful message here, and it's oh, she says yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
definitely.
This brings, I wonder if it has anything to do, if it has something to do with family, because it comes like the womb is on fire, but that's also a place for manifestation and birth. And you can see that the
Mhm.
fire also goes up to the third eye. These symbols on the side, you can't see it too much on here, but you can over here. That's the symbol of DNA and smoke. So I'm not sure if that's an ancestral line that you are helping with. That gives me goosebumps. I think it's more of like that. Maybe you're working on ancestral stories that are ready to go.
Mm.
Maybe even a soul contract that's ready to change, like in a big way. Yeah, goosebumps.
Yeah, and really manifest that too if you want to just, make that happen. So really taking action with that, manifesting that, connecting with your magic that you have too. And this is also connecting with fire too. So that's really add to what you're saying there, JJ, for your self-care, Dad, if that resonates with you too. Some powerful stuff. Ooh, just really feel that with my heart right now
I
too.
know. It's a big one.
Big one, definitely.
A
So,
big mini reading.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So if that resonates with you too, Kara, Dad, those cards that me and JJ pull for you too, you more than welcome to comment at any
Breathe.
time.
Don't forget to breathe.
Yes, always breathe. Always connect with that breath in your own way, because that breath is important. That prana energy, that life force. So definitely. Mm-hmm. And much love to you, Kara, Dad, and nice to meet you too, by the way. So
Yeah.
especially new people who are popping in. And yes, Samantha. I like her avatar. It's got like the hummingbird there too. It's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, and shamanism, the hummingbird is another part of the four directions. And
Interesting.
they're the like the joy seekers, the travelers. They're the little ones that fly off for adventure. I love the hummingbirds are so cool.
Mm, awesome. You know what? I'm getting towards the goddess card for some reason. It's like I get this feeling, and not even thinking it. I'm just gonna grab it right now. So it's like, hey, use this one. All right. So Samantha. All right. Yes, hummingbirds are beautiful birds. I mean, I see one all the time when I open a window in the spring. It's really cool. It's like, there's it goes.
Yeah, Spirit showed me when I was looking for a card, they were showing me there's this bird. It almost reminds me of like the they want me to say firebird, and it's flying, not up, not down, it's flying over, but the firebird is the one like burning, burning into tatotanoshtita, like how when you're burning burning away the old kanotanoshtita. But then they gave me like a cold card. So I'm gonna see what that means.
Polar bear. I got the
Yeah.
Helen of Troy for her. It's all about being open to seeing the beauty about yourself and everything around you also. So when it comes to beauty, especially like with what you see in your life into how you feel about yourself too. So like for you, Samantha, and how you interpret its message, if it resonates with you also, just really being open to really seeing the beauty about yourself and everything around you also when it comes to this beautiful card here with the Helen of Troy. So it's really interesting. It's kind of like with her avatar with the hummingbird with the different colors. It's like really gorgeous too. And just like for you also, Samantha, it's just to really doing that in your own way too, to seeing the beauty about yourself, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and everything around you too. So,
okay, so they brought me to this part in the book where it says, list everything that. Oh, were you done, Jay?
oh, I'm done. Yeah, go ahead.
List. Oh, now it's my turn.
Yeah, that's okay. I let people go. So I don't want to interrupt them.
Okay. List everything that you're afraid of. This could be for everybody. List everything that you're afraid of. Then next to that list, write every reason why it's important to overcome that fear. In other words, what does that fear cost you? What's the exchange? What does it cost you? And then make a list of the various ways that you can overcome that fear. So first, list everything you're afraid of. Next to that list, write the reason why it's important for you to overcome it. What's the cost? And then make a list of ways, the little ways that you can overcome it. That would be,
That's a beautiful way to see the beauty about everything too within yourself. So that can also just add to what you're saying, JJ, when it comes to beauty. So it's kind of like really doing that kind of powerful thing for yourself, Samantha, and also just really being open to appreciating the beauty about yourself and everything around you also, even with things that you're dealing with too. So when it comes to that, and yeah, powerful stuff, especially for you, Samantha.
Mhm.
And you're welcome, Kara, Dad. Just when it comes to the cards that we pull for you too. Much love.
Ron, you're right. That card, that card with the, what is it, the womb, pregnant with
And your
spirit.
card. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's true, man. And hey, K Travel, good to see you. Shout out to you also.
Yeah.
And K Travel is awesome too. She knows a lot about traveling because she's been around the block and she's very knowledgeable about that too. So shout out to K Travel. Thank you for being here. And much love to you also. Oh, you're welcome, Samantha. Much love. I think
Thank
I
you,
think you're
Joji,
I think
for
you're new to my channel
writing
too.
that down.
Yeah, so much love, Samantha. Thank you for being here. And Mamba Bear, she like a card too.
Mhm.
All right, Mama Bear, the best mama out there. Mama Bears don't want to mess with them. Don't want to mess any with Mama Bear, any mama, especially Mama Bears. I always say that about her. So shout out to you, Mama Bear. Oh, that's cool, Amanda. She has a beautiful coconut card with hummingbirds on a Costa Rican medicine woman who held hummingbirds. Oh, that is cool, Amanda. Oh, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Mama Bear. That's what I sense. I'll be right back. I gotta tingle. It only take a minute. So
Okay, so they told me to go to my bag of runes. And so I got this, and then I was just looking at it, and I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like spiritual growth. You know how the hollow bone is like straight up, straight down as a vessel. But then I saw that triangle on the side as an inchworm, and I'm like slowly inching up to spirit. Like maybe it's not going as fast as you'd like. And so then I looked up, because this came through as reversed. It's the gateway, the god Thor rune, but it came in through reversed. And so it says a quickening of your development is indicated here. Yet even in times of accelerated growth, you will have reasons to halt along the way, to reconsider the old, to integrate the new. Take advantage of these halts. If you are undergoing difficulties, remember, the nature of your passage depends upon the quality of your attitude, the clarity of your intention, and the steadfastness of your will. Be certain that you are not suffering over your suffering.
oh man. Okay.
So it's like, be still, collect yourself. Yeah, do not attempt to go beyond where you haven't yet begun. I love that. You can't go beyond a place you haven't begun.
Oh, did you pull a card for her, or you just did like a mediumship reading?
What's that?
You did a mediumship reading for Mama Bear, or you just pulled something?
Yeah, I just gave the reading. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool,
Just
cool.
gave the reading for Mama Bear.
Cool. I got her card also. It's all about pleasure too. So when it comes to this card and this message for you, Mama Bear, just really being open to just really doing things that bring you joy, that brings you pleasure too. So when it comes to your own self-care practice or self-care routine, or in your own spiritual journey, just doing anything that just gives you, joy and pleasure in your own way too, and putting your own spin to it as well. So when it comes to Quatesh, I think she's Egyptian as well. So it's like, she looks very comfortable in this picture. She has her two bodyguards per se. And it's kind of like, for you, Mama Bear, it's just really being open to doing anything that brings you joy and pleasure into your life. And however it looks like to you, however it feels like for you, just really doing that, doing anything that brings you pleasure and joy into your self-care routine, into your life in general. So, and just really doing that from a very, very powerful space as well. So, yeah, do some self care, girl. So, like wherever that floats your boat when it comes to self care, just doing things that brings you joy and pleasure. So, how about it?
Do you ever like hear a reading and you're just like, oh, that was for me too? Yeah,
Yeah, it
that
just
one was.
resonates with you too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Mama Bear, thank you for coming in, because that all of these messages were for me too. I appreciate it.
Awesome, cool. Hmm. So Silver says J and J. Thank you both for doing this. Oh, you're welcome, Silver. Anytime.
Yeah,
Much
we're the three J's.
exactly. The three J's. Yes, you remember that. You gotta remember that one. That is true. That is true. The three J's, J, J, and J. And which one is who? It's not
It
even.
doesn't matter.
I know. So it's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good. All right, you're welcome, Mama Bear, and just really just being open to that. Also, you got this. So just really, when it comes to doing things that that brings you pleasure and joy, wherever that may be, and how it looks like to you and how it feels to you, just really go for it. So yes, much love, Mama Bear. And let's see, we're gonna do JR's prayer for Maya last before we end the live stream. We're gonna get to Sharon's question and Viviani, and then probably I think IT guy had a question too. So if you want to do a little bit more, JJ, if you want to,
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
yeah, just very that float to your boat too. So I'm looking for let me look for IT guy's question. But yeah, should I delay taking a new job? Health. Okay, Sharon, we got you. Let me look for IT guy. Okay, I see. Oh, hello to Deb Z. If I didn't say hi to you, also big shout out to you as
Hi,
well.
Betsy.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to you before, Deb Z, but I know I said hi to everyone in the chat. So my bad on my part. She might get me. Yeah, yeah.
Ron, are you talking about that TV show with JJ Walker and he's like dynamite? You're talking about that?
That is right.
Do you know that show? You might be too young for that show.
Who,
They're
me?
like, yeah.
Oh, I
They're like,
know. I watch a lot of old stuff from my
oh,
parents.
you do? They're like,
Yeah,
moving on
that's something
up,
about Bruce Lee and all that.
da, 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 to the
Uh,
deluxe apartment in the sky.
mm, classics there. Should I delay? Sharon, I just, when it comes to your question, it's just really when it comes down to, how you feel about when it comes to your situation, taking a new job. So it's kind of like, I feel like it's like 50-50. It's kind of like, in the middle. If I'm right about that, Sharon, or if I'm wrong, feel free to comment. I'm just really sensing it's kind of like, it's kind of like your choice too. So if you want to do it, go for it. If you don't want to, just really looking at what's best for you also. Pull some card for you, Sharon.
Okay, so I got the warrior, the sky god reversed. So I giggled when I saw this because I'm like, it's like, is the job going away? But the message, it says the sentence they're bringing me to is matters of trust and confidence are at issue here. Trust and confidence. And with them, the authenticity of your way of being in the world.
Hmm.
So,
Gotcha.
trust and confidence are at issue here. Ina tanushita. What I don't remember what Sharon does.
I know she's a teacher too. So when it comes to that, if I'm right about that, Sharon, because I know you.
I'm with I'm with Ron too because I worked through heart things and the heart things were telling me that a change was needed. So I didn't listen to my heart issues and till my heart issues took like a spiritual 2x4 and hit me over the head. And so then I listened and then I stepped out of what I was doing. And yeah,
Mm. I got
that's
connection for sharing too. This is like a picture of the globe and just like, the earth also. And just like how you can really interpret this sharing when it comes to what you're going through. It just whatever that resonates with you too the most when it comes to your health first or the job position too, just really connecting with that also. And really just like when it comes to with that connection too, since this message is connected to the earth and the earth is a very grounding kind of element, just really grounding to that, just to see, what really resonates with you at this time when it comes to your overall health or for the new job that you want to do also. But I know that you are a teacher too, because I know you done that also. If I'm totally right about that too, Sharon, feel free to correct me. But it's like, just really just grounding yourself and just really making that connection with yourself, and especially to, if you want to make connections with other people or just like when it comes to with your decision also with your health, just really ground with that and just really making that connection to every decision that you want to make. So if that resonates with you also, Sharon, and much love to you too, big sis, by the way. And yeah, hopefully that was helpful too. So yeah, listen to the heart exactly because that's exactly with the
right. I'm wondering if you can. I'm wondering if it's not just black and white. I wonder if you can have everything. Like
yeah
maybe there's a
exactly.
way. Maybe there's a way to adjust the new job. Um, that's what they're showing me. Just adjust it so it works out for you, if that's
Oh yeah, for
possible.
sure. Connecting with that too. That's a good way to
Yeah.
breaking that down too, JJ. So yeah, definitely listen to the heart. Really, just connecting what matters and just really going for it. Like what JJ said, you know have the best of both worlds. Just go for it. Just really connecting with that intention. And just really go for it. So hopefully that was helpful, sharing Strawberry Rhubarb. And shout out to her if you guys want to check out her channel too. She has some awesome stuff as well. So big shout out to my big sis Strawberry Rhubarb. She always keeps me in check, since I'm her little brother. So it's always good to see her also. So hopefully that was helpful too.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes, you have been hit over the head. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh wow.
Is motorcycling considered exercise, isn't it? You have to use all those core muscles.
Yeah, and also, yeah, just determined. Yeah, but yeah, because motorcycles are hardcore. So yeah, so definitely.
Best of love. Best of love. Best of love to you.
Yeah, you got this. Just really connecting what you actually need to just for yourself and just really connecting with that in your own way too. And also when you think and feel about when it comes to connection towards, with, you see the globe, it's kind of like connecting with other people too. So not asking for help, making connections and just really connecting with that too. If you want to break down this message also, Sharon. So when it comes to your overall health and well-being, just really
Mm,
connect with people who can help you out. Connect with yourself to help you ground your energy because Earth is connected to our heart chakra and it kind of helps us to ground basically too. So just
yeah.
really taking some food for thought with that too.
Yeah.
If I
Bye,
could.
Mama Bear. Thanks for
Later,
coming.
Mama Bear. Thank you for hanging out with us too.
Yeah, I started walking recently too, Sharon, and it makes me feel a lot better.
Awesome. Walks are awesome, especially
Yeah.
in the mornings too when the sun comes up. I know
Mhm.
it's probably cold in certain places, but when the weather is just right, it's like it's like
Yeah.
yeah, definitely awesome stuff. Sharing walks are awesome. So cool stuff there. So Sharon, much love, big sis. And we got Viviani and IT guy, and then we got the prayer for Maya too before we end the live stream. So Viviani, of course, I'm gonna pull a card for you too. I'm gonna use one of the decks that I have too. So I'm just gonna pull a card for you, see what we have, and thank you, JJ, for hanging out with us almost
Yeah.
6 hours. I'm sorry to keep you on.
Fun, right?
Yes, I know I try to keep it like under an hour, but you never know what's gonna happen with these live
Yeah.
stream collaborations. But I tend to let people feel comfortable. If they have to go, that's cool. If they want to stay, that's cool too. So awesome.
I'll need a little help on this one. So they're breathing. I see you breathing into something. It's like the life of the connection. And I see like every time I breathe out, the image gets so there's breath work, and the image, the vision that I'm seeing gets like more defined. But the image that I'm seeing, the connection is that elephant, Ganesh. Do you know more about I don't know too much about it's Ganesh, right?
It's
The
like
elephant.
obstacles too, right? Yeah. So Ganesha, I know that's in Hindu kind of, with the oh my gosh, can't even think of it too. Because I know with in the Hindu traditions and the spirituality of it, I know that's kind of relates to obstacles and leadership too. So it's kind
Okay.
of like maybe Viviani's going through some stuff also when it
Yeah.
comes. I'm not sure. I'm just really
Yeah.
that you mentioned that with Ganesha
Yeah.
too. So
But with the breath work, it seems like the vision, the connection is a lot stronger. It makes whatever it is that you're looking for, trying to connect to, make sure you're breathing your essence into it. It makes it step out of the shadow a little bit. Like before, I couldn't see it. I just saw the outline, but then it went from black to like a really cool blue, and I could see that it was the elephant. So breathing, Viviani, breathing,
mm,
breathing your essence.
reading your essence, yeah. And oh, you're welcome, Sharon. Much love, and anytime, big sis. And I know Viviani mentions feeling stuck, and I got the card of hope from this beautiful message here from Yamaya. So it's kind of like not giving up on yourself too, if you feel stuck or if you feel like you've gone through some stuff as well. And it's really sensing that from you too, baby. And it's like you're probably going through some stuff, and it's kind of like just really not giving up on yourself too when it comes to just with hope, and just really not giving up on yourself, really having hope to things will get better eventually, especially to whoever that you're dealing with too from this message as well. And if this resonates, feel free to comment, and just taking action, because I got the god of Anubis too, so it's all about
Mhm.
protection, just really uh, taking action to protecting yourself, protecting your energy, and how you do that. Also, when it comes to protection, and just really taking action with that too, since this card is relating to the divine masculine energies, all about taking action from a healthy space. It's just really take really just finding ways to protect yourself, protecting your energy too, when it comes to your overall well-being. So if that resonates with you too, baby Annie, and these two cards that I pulled for you too, and especially what JJ's explained to any obstacles that you're going through when she sensed with Ganesha, also feel free to comment. So yes, much love to you, baby Annie, especially when it comes to these two cards that I pulled for you too, and what JJ is explaining also. So
I love I love Anubis. It comes to me like before I even like think of him. They'll make my hands do this like
yeah,
Anubis.
yeah,
Isn't that cool?
yeah, that's cool.
I love Anubis.
Prosperity, yes. Thank you for that. And the Ganesh is also prosperity too, so definitely.
Yeah. And
Thank you for
clearing
sharing that.
Joji. Yeah. Thank you, Joji and Amanda for, and Viviani, you have a statue. So I'm sure you know a little bit about Ganesh.
Oh yeah, thank you for sharing that, Joji, for
Yeah.
sure.
And thank you for Silver Star Priestess for holding space. I feel it. I feel
Yeah, no,
very like
yeah.
secure, safe, supported.
Hmm. Much props. Shout out to Silver Star. Yeah, that's awesome. Much
Thank
love
you.
to her. And all of you guys in here too. So beautiful stuff. And much love to you too, baby Annie. And yes, let's see. And our last person of the day, I mean, well, with the readings is IT guy. So he wants a reading too. Of course, man, we got you. You're a family. It's all good, man. We got you.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, we got you. It's all good. So, IT guy. Love you too, Silver. It's all good. Love you all. Respectfully, you know? Don't want to make no one feel uncomfortable. Okay.
Oh, I just got the most beautiful word. They're saying soul star. Soul star. I love it. Soul star. So I started tapping in to see what wanted to be brought forward. And they brought me to this peaceful, just seeing you as this peaceful person. And tanuna, kana kanushita nina yewa tanushita yena 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 yena. They brought me to this area like where you would hold somebody in like your heart space, and they just called it Soul Star. I love it.
Mm,
That is your new name.
that's IT
There
guy
has
for Soul
there
Star.
has been a renaming.
That's awesome.
Yes. Oh, there's a soul star, the chakra above the
Yeah,
crown
that's true.
chakra. Oh, I
There's
didn't
more
just
chakras
make
than
that.
just a
We didn't
seven.
just make that up, IT guy.
That's good. That's speaking some facts there, JJ and Silver. Oh my goodness. That's accurate. Man, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Soul Star, yes. Oh, your new name, man. That's some cool stuff.
I
Yes,
love it.
that is beautiful. IT guy. Ooh, kind of. Okay, I got some stuff for you, man. So I got two powerful cards for you, Soul Star, and since we're gonna call you with your new name too, I got Kali and I got Arrows. So the first card is all about being open to stepping outside our comfort zone when it comes to our fears too, and really just being open to facing our fears could be the most scariest thing. But if we do our best and really just coming from a space of vulnerability to really just to being open to doing that, to really going outside our comfort zone, it could be the most powerful thing ever, especially when it comes to facing our fears and just really being open to do that from a healthy space, and just really being open to practicing to spread that love that you have towards in your life as well when it comes to Arrows. And it's kind of like with your soul star too, and just really expressing that too in a very powerful way and from a healthy space when it comes to anything that you love, that you hold dear to your heart, especially when it comes to with anything, people in your life, things that you're passionate about, and everything that's related, connecting with it too. So don't be afraid to be yourself is basically what these cards are saying too. Soul Star. So it's kind of like, don't be afraid to be who you are. And it's just like stepping outside your comfort zone just to really, being that kind of powerful place for yourself too. And just really, taking action to express that too from a healthy space. The things that you love, that you care about, who you care about too, and just really taking action with that too. Soul Star. So
Soul Star.
powerful stuff.
Yeah. And they're also bringing me to your throat area. Like there's some gunk, some energetic stagnant thing. So I'm not sure if there's they just want to like almost as if this is like an energy type thing and they want to drain it for you where like I kind of feel like like they're saying like through the daily grind, like the mundane, you just picked up some like gunk and they just want to like drain that for you. And they were also bringing me to my legs had like tingling and goosebumps. I don't know. So just seeing everything flowing in the best and highest frequency vibration that a soul star would need. Seeing that your legs are moving forward with strength and health, and seeing that old stories can be drained away. Things that you picked up that wasn't yours, we see those draining away. And soul stars like to burn things away, so just bring it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
man. Just really from what JJ had shared is just don't be afraid to be who you are too. So really stepping outside your comfort zone and expressing that love from a healthy place too. So yeah, Soul Star, man. It sounds like a superhero name too. So
it does. Doesn't it remind you of the Guardian of the Galaxies a little bit?
Yeah, and it does. It's maybe it's something
What was
from
his
DC
name?
too.
What's the name that he chose?
Oh yes, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. I mean, I've watched
Yeah.
that movie a million times, but I can't believe I can't remember it. Soul Star.
Yeah, Soul Star.
Never
Yeah,
heard of you.
too. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So cool stuff. Thank you both so much. You're right. Oh,
Yeah.
anytime, man. Soul Star.
Yay for all of us.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. So much love, Soul Star, IT guy, wherever you want to be called to. So, hey, whatever floats your boat, and just don't be afraid to be who you are. So that's what I'm sensing too. And JR, since we got to all the readings too, so if you want to send a little prayer to Maya, to Black Cat Tarot too. I know Maya's out there just, doing that too, so I'm just going to pray for her too. Send her some Reiki her way.
Yeah, and for all of us supporting each other. Seeing all of us standing in the most perfect vibration for healing and health. Weaving in that energetic light of nature, the stars, all together. Asking the ancestors to bring in the medicine, Konoa Shinakayewa, for you, for me, for us.
Send this energy to anyone who needs this. Thank you, JJ, and everyone too. Just sending prayers for Maya and to anyone who really needs that grounding energy and support too. So, send some more Reiki. Can't go wrong with Reiki. Send some more. Give how much you want to. It's all about being a healthy vessel and bringing that energy in, letting it go, send it to anyone who really needs it. Okay, much love to Maya too. So if you're listening, Maya, much love to you. Hope you are doing your best, staying healthy and strong. And I miss working with you, talking with you, because you're an amazing human being, woman, overall person too, a warrior too. In fact, actually, so she reminds me of Black Cat from the Spider-Man series. So it's kind of, Black Cat's like, hey, that's what likes Felicia Hardy's name. So it's like, hey, that's the Spider-Man name. That's cool. That's cool. So shout out to Black Cat Tarot. So thank you for that request, JR. Much love to you. And JJ, if you have anything to share before we wrap up, because we've been here for 2 hours. I know you gotta do
Um,
things.
I
Like,
had a lot of fun. I have to pee.
oh, I get it. So
And but,
even
I speaking of giggles and laughter, I will be on Ron's channel, spreading some love over there on Unconditional Love.
oh
Yeah,
yes.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Awesome. Cool
Yeah.
stuff. So much love to Ron. What date you gonna be on Saturday with him too? Or is it
Uh,
which day is it?
yeah, my words might be coming out wrong, but yeah, this Saturday?
Oh, okay,
It's a
cool.
Saturday. A
Okay,
Saturday.
this Saturday.
You know
Okay,
what you
so
need to do is sign up for those notifications. That's what my kid would say. Instead of
yeah,
notification, it's notifications. So go to Ron's, make sure
yeah,
you're subscribed.
yep.
Yeah.
Subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. He's an awesome channel. His channel's growing by the second, and awesome stuff there too. So back
Well,
shout out
I
to
am
Ron.
happy to have found you, Soul Star. I can't wait to see what happens with this name change.
Yeah, Soul Star. Yes. We see the name Soul Star. It's like, oh, I know who he is. That's him.
Mhm.
Right? So cool
Yes.
stuff. Yeah, subscribe to JJ too if you guys haven't chance to do so for those who are new to not only
It would
my
be
channel.
cool to get to 420. Wasn't that your original handle, Herc420?
Yeah, I wanted to be Herc 2 and 3 all over the place, but my old Instagram got shut down, so I had to make it
Oh,
420. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. I'm not sure if I could try to get my old page back, but I'm liking my new one better. So I'm in good
yeah,
terms with Instagram. If I other new one gets down, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So
yeah,
I don't know. But I still have my Twitter. It's Herc 2 and 3. As I'm all Herc all around except certain places, but
yeah. Oh,
it's
those secret places.
secret places. Yes, you're a mind reader. You're an X-Men or something, JJ. I don't know what's up with that, but you're a mind reader. I didn't even think of that.
Uh-huh,
It's
uh-huh.
like, I know what you're doing. Let's see, suckers. But
Uh-huh.
yes. But if you guys want to subscribe to JJ supporters here on our YouTube channel, feel free to do so. And if you guys like to, support me too on this channel, if you guys like this live stream and content I'm producing on this channel too, you're more than welcome to subscribe to me as well. If you guys want to, for those who are watching the replay, if you guys ever want to check out JJ's channel too, it's linked in the description below. And also, if you guys want to connect with me on social media, acquire my services, you guys want me to hook you up with essential oils, check out my exclusive content, and
Oh,
see my
yes,
art.
your essential oils. I
Yep.
forgot about those.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. So I post stuff on there on my social media every day. I like to
Yeah,
educate people about essential oils, but if like they want to reach out to me personally, if they want some, I want them to hook
yeah.
them up. I do it in a heartbeat.
Well,
So
just because Jay, we were mentioning at the beginning of this all the things that help like release emotions. We were talking about the dancing, the painting, music,
mhm.
but the smells, the scents,
Well, yes,
those
smell
really
is
speak to me.
essential.
Yeah, the
Because that
essential
really
oil.
triggers out some emotions too. Like you smell lavender flower, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Especially if you're like, there's this recipe from doTERRA, and you make your own Epsom salt bath. And I kid you not, I did that once, and I going to bed and I slept like a freaking baby. It's really cool.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
So definitely, it's like cool stuff to doTERRA shares. And other companies too who are just promoting healthy products and all
Yeah.
about community and wellness too. So if you guys want me to hook you up with that, or you want to check out my social media platforms because I share about that too, sexual oil education on my Instagram especially. Feel free to check it out too. And yeah, much love to you guys too. And thank you, JJ, for being here too, hanging out. I
Thank
know if you
you.
have to pee, just feel free to. I don't want to make you like, oh, I gotta
Yeah.
go. But
Oh yeah, I gotta go pee. I forgot. I'm just like, oh my god, this is so great. I'm like,
if you have to go, that's totally cool. So I am just
I
chilling.
forgot. I have to pee. Love you all.
I
Mwah.
love you, JJ. Thank you for being here too. And much love to all you guys too who are here too. So I know JJ has to pee and has to go to the bathroom, which is all good. But for those who are new to my channel too, feel free to subscribe. All that good stuff too. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified for not only my channel but for JJ's too. So much love to you guys also, and I will be looking forward to connect with you guys on Thursday because I'm gonna have another guest with us too. And I think you guys know her as Wolf Girl Oracle, and she's known by Dolly also. So if you guys want to tune into another show on another guest, feel free to tune in on Thursdays, and on Saturdays too. I'm doing another after hour show too. So if you guys want to have fun, have fun, cut loose, all that good stuff. Also, you feel free to tune in too, especially on Thursday. We're gonna have another guest with Dolly, aka Wolf Girl Oracle. We're gonna talk about self-discipline too. So if you guys want to talk about martial arts and self-discipline, all that good stuff too, feel free to tune in on Thursday at, I think it's going to be 3. So I'll keep you guys updated with that too. And much love to all you guys who are here too, and maybe continue to practice self-care that could benefit us, our loved ones, and our environment. So peace and much love, guys. Namaste. And much love to all you guys who are popping in too. So yes, indeed. I'm gonna play a little something for you guys too. So let's see. I'll just end it from here too. So, anyways, bye guys. Take care.